Hi, Mark. Hi, Steven.
Hello.
Hey,
How are you guys?
I'm good. Steven, good?
I'm okay. Yeah.
We'll take okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's I would say great. I would say I'm doing great. It's been an exciting couple of days.
Yeah.
What happened?
We're back. What happened?
First of all, does anyone want we're done eating, right? No, anyone need a snack or anything? We can cut this off and then restart it.
I got a bag of pistachios sitting beside me.
Shelled or unshelled?
Unshelled, of course, the red ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'll put those away. I'll come back to those.
Yeah, come back.
Well, yeah, we had a big week, Hummy. I don't know if you noticed, but or knew, but we just put out a first video of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I noticed.
Okay. Are you all right? Do we need to get a manager or something?
I feel like you want to go home, and you are home.
Yeah. I mean, if we're holding you up, you can go.
Go ahead. What did you notice?
The guy who spent like over 7 hours editing the video. Oh, yeah, what did you notice? Tell me what you saw.
Did somebody say something? What happened? Yeah, we put out. God, there's another. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and address that first.
Mm-hmm.
I say a lot of us. There's another one.
Well, we'll edit this out.
We'll edit it out and put a car battery on your nipples and train you.
Something. I don't care what it is. I've got to do some sort of training to make this stop. It's ever since I edited that last episode, it's all I can hear whenever I talk, and I feel like I'm judging myself. Like I have to pre-think every sentence before I say it.
Yeah. Well, this was a discussion just today on Discord. Zephyr, Dave, and RP, they were all talking about how they hate their own voice. Everybody hates their own voice and their little inflections and mannerisms, and their like. I think that's natural. I don't think you need to edit out all this stuff. Like it's.
Well, the part that really, yes, I agree. Yeah, I think it takes a while to warm up. I'm finally getting more accustomed to mine from watching the videos. I don't hate it so much. It is embarrassing. All I can hear when I talk is like a less interesting Ray Romano.
Oh,
that's a pretty good depiction of yourself. You're really in tune with yourself.
So you agree that I do sound like that? Thank you. I appreciate that.
I don't know. I think you're more interesting.
Aw.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think initially or at first, everybody hates their own voice.
Yeah. No, I'll say like when I do stand up and I'm trying out new jokes and stuff, like you're always supposed to like record your sets on your phone so you can listen back to how things went. And I 99% of the time do not listen to my sets because I even if it's like a 5-minute open mic, I can't fucking stand my voice. Even if it goes good, I'm like I don't want to listen. Like I almost want to pay someone to listen to and be like, "What did you think? Well, tell me the notes." So yeah.
Oh, I wonder if you could have it transcribed.
Ooh. Yeah, but then you don't know if the laughing is good, if it was a good laugh, you keep the line, if it was a bad laugh.
That's a good point where it's just words, and then ha 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 in parentheses or caption or quotations.
Right,
yeah. It doesn't really help you out.
That'd be the worst to get a laugh in quotations.
Just a real sarcastic laugh. Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha. I get it. I'm doing the motion. I'm alone in a room right now. I don't know.
Ha ha ha. Parentheses, estimated 5 people.
Yeah.
medium warm reaction to joke.
Yeah.
The other problem or thing that I hate about my voice like the sound is what it is. Fine, I can't change that. I understand that's a product of my nasal passages and just my makeup as a person, as a human being. Fine, but the real problem is my cadence. It is I'm doing it now. That's all I can think about is these long pauses between all of my words. And I know it drives people crazy. They've told me so to my face. I'm
Well,
trying to think of my words and pick them very specifically or appropriately. So I'm thinking about what I'm saying instead of just having this diarrhea fall out of the front of my head.
I think you're fine. I think just more and more.
splat, splat, splat.
Was it too graphic? I think it was too graphic of a.
I think you let it fly. I think if as long as you don't say a couple of choice words, I don't think anyone's gonna matter what comes out of your head.
But if they do matter, then I don't know how I'll take that.
Yeah, that's true.
But someone had to point that out to you, right? Like you didn't know that yourself. So,
No,
no.
I made it. I think probably close to 30 years.
Right, yeah, because this is but I don't think you gotta punish yourself for that, or I don't think you should be mindful of that, because there's something we all do and say that people will point out to us. Like Jeff, I know I've told you this story before, but Kelly has told me we've gotten into arguments about this. Going to a restaurant, she hates the way that I hand my credit card to people when I'm paying for something.
What a nice life that you have.
Well,
that's the thing that you can spend your time hating.
Right.
Well, look, yeah, you could look at it in a perspective and say, yeah, I've got it pretty good, if that's the one thing you hate about me. But she won't talk to me, won't look at me. The mood of the night is ruined because I handed the cards to someone too slowly, and she's like, they don't know what to do. Just give it to them.
Is it you just like from just physically moving the card too slowly to them?
Yeah, she says I have like these dinosaur hands. Like I can't. Like you're acting like you don't want to pay for it.
Well,
so she tells you you're annoying because you have prehistoric hands.
That's right.
Okay. Well, that's all right. I thought it was some. I mean, yeah. If she's picking you apart like that, I mean, you're a pretty good guy. Like,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I'm a pretty good guy. Yeah. Someone will give me my eulogy.
He was a pretty good guy.
On your headstone, it'll say "pretty good guy."
Pretty good guy.
Well, maybe I should lighten up about my voice. I'm not a.
I don't think anyone really notices, except for someone that might live with you for many years. Is all I'm saying. I think your voice is fine. I think Mark's voice is fine. If I were to hear this podcast, I would hate my own voice, I think.
Yeah. How did you? So who told you, Jeff? This
is my wife.
Oh, so you're. Yeah, the wives, man, they really bring it out. They really know how to say, "Hey, I know I said I love you, but
I have grown to hate you."
But so what did she say?
She was trying to hurry me along. Like I was trying to tell her a story, and she thought that I had just like gone to sleep, like gone narcoleptic or something. But it was It was a long, like a pregnant pause in the middle of my sentence to figure out and form the second half of that sentence.
Mm-hmm.
And in that time, she got bored, lost interest with the conversation, and was checking to make sure that I was done with it. And then after that had happened a few times, she brought it up to me and made me very aware of my annoying speech patterns.
Wow. Well, you're
All
doing
right.
great now, and I think you just jump in there confidently, get in there and start saying some words, and you'll figure it out.
Well, look, I mean, we both have it pretty good, right? I might hand my credit card to people wrongly. Your voice cadence might be slightly different than everyone else's. Mark, what does your wife get on you about that maybe no one else notices? What is your thing?
My thing, the thing that she hates about me is like if there's something new, it doesn't matter what it is, I will talk about it for like 3 days straight. Like I don't like if I get a new T-shirt or something, I'll be like, I really like this T-shirt, and I don't know, and like I'll just bring it up like randomly, like 6 times a day, and like I'm gonna get more of these T-shirts. It's like I got it, okay. It's just like.
Hey, good for you for getting joy out of the simple things like a T-shirt,
Right?
you know?
Yeah. Like I'm like, oh, I like that. I'm gonna get more of these, and she's like, okay, just can you? And I'll have to like tell her if I like return something. I have to tell her why I'm returning it. Like, hey, I'm gonna return this, and I want you to know because of this. And she's like, I don't care. Number one. Number two, you can order 5 more shirts if I don't have to hear you talk about them anymore.
So this is only the stuff that you buy or stuff that's coming out or what? Like,
I guess like more stuff that I buy, but yeah, if something new is coming out too, I'll also talk about it like a movie. Like if a movie's coming out, I'm like, we should see that. And then like 2 weeks later, I'm like, we got to see that, right? She's like, basically, she would prefer if nothing new came out ever, and then we just lived our lives.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just get back to business as usual.
Yeah.
Hate talking about new things. Okay. Well, new things and movies. Did you hear? I think Nike is coming out with self-lacing shoes.
Ooh, yeah. So I'm a bit of a a sneaker guy. I like sneakers.
Is there a term for that? Like beer nerd or
Yeah, there is.
It's called sneaker man. Sneaker feet.
Sneaker man, sneaker feet.
Sneaker,
Wait,
yeah.
tell me about this. Like, are some people called shoe heads, the ones that buy and sell?
Yeah, shoe
heads.
Or did I make that up?
No, it's a sneaker head, but I will. Yeah. But I think we should definitely call ourselves shoe heads now because it's so like inside baseball where it's like he obviously knows that there's a term, but he is not in it enough to know the correct term.
he's a real outlier in the sneakerhead community. He's new at it.
A shoe head.
Shoe heads. Look, I mean, self-lacing shoes it's probably an expensive shoe, I would guess, but I miss Velcro. That'd be much cheaper.
I miss Velcro.
You know?
Yeah, you don't see it around very often.
When you were kids.
Actually, I have a couple of basketball shoes that have only Velcro on there. Yep. Yeah. But
what if maybe we try and work some slap bracelets onto shoes?
Yeah, we could do that. They did come out with the
Back to the Futures.
They came out with the Back to the Futures, the Nike Mag, which was, I mean, if you're wearing those in public, you're a dickhead. I mean, it's a cool idea and it's a cool thing, but if you're walking around those in the mall with the things that Michael J. Fox wore in the movie, I mean, that's insane. Plus, by the way, they're like $20,000.
Yeah, and didn't they push a firmware up out to them and like it bricked a bunch of them?
I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but like, yeah, if you want the replica, you're looking at like, oh man, you're looking at like, I might be misquoting this, but it's like, okay, I'm pulled it up online. If you want a size 11, $55,000. If you're a size 9, this is also stock X, which is where I buy some shit. Where if you have the sneakers, you can set your own price and stuff. But
Wait, what are you looking at right now? The mag?
the mag. And I think they came out with. I'm gonna mess it up, but not that many. But they started to do self-lacing in basketball shoes. It's called the Nike. No, there's a regular shoe called the Nike Adapt, and that's a regular shoe that has that same technology. You press a button in it, and it makes your feet all snuggly.
Wow,
But
you're not kidding. $50,000.
yeah, so I don't know. I think I don't want to be in a spot where I have to charge my shoes. So
Yeah, that's
No. No,
You
and
know-
joke's on them because I got a pair of those aqua socks from Wings down in Myrtle Beach. $6, 2 pairs for $6, and
Ooh.
they just slip on and they're tight. Same thing.
and you can take them in water,
Mm-hmm.
waterproof.
You know how much of a shoehead I am is when I said, have you heard of these self-lacing shoes? And then you just said, oh, well, yeah, let me look up. All right, it says Nike Mag 50,000. And then I was like, wait a second, whoa. What's a Nike Mag? I didn't know I didn't know that you were talking about the thing I'm talking about.
Yeah.
How much of a shoehead I am.
Yeah.
So we've started a shoe podcast, everybody.
Yeah, everyone, call in with your shoe questions.
It's a real pivot from our normal stuff, but hey, we're trying new stuff.
Right.
Are we doing questions? Is that a...
Yeah, we're gonna do questions.
Yeah, we got a couple questions. I think we're towards the end here.
We got like an art thing we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a song we might sing. Who knows? We got all kinds of stuff going on. Sorry, I mean, we shut it down now if you want.
Just turn it off. He wants to go home. I'm telling you.
He got his shoe thing out, and now he's done.
No, I wasn't. That wasn't a sigh of frustration. It was like I was bothered at myself because I didn't know what was happening. So go ahead, please.
Well, I think that's a good thing about us three is we don't know what's going on. Some of us do, some of us don't. I don't know how Bitcoin works. Steven, you've dabbled. Jeff, anything on Bitcoin?
It is. I've watched so many YouTube videos on Bitcoin and blockchain, and I have no idea what it does or how it does. I don't get it. Yeah. It's extremely frustrating.
At this very instance, one Bitcoin is $5,045.
Right now, that can fluctuate, can't it?
Now it's 44. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Wait, so what was the first number?
5,045.
45 and then 44. Yeah, that's the thing. It's so...
it's Jesus. 42 now.
Oh my God, sell it.
Sell.
Now this, all right, in the past day or two, it's gone way, way up. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
I don't.
Does that mean you want to go home? That's all you're saying. He just gets off the mic.
What is
he's just tapping his watch,
going home?
He's got one of those old timey tickers under a glass globe that's spitting out the tape with the Bitcoin prices on it. I will never understand how a GPU, how a graphics card running somewhere creates money or creates something of value or a currency. I do not get that. And I don't even dare anybody to try to explain it to me. I will die never understanding Bitcoin, and that's fine. I've accepted that.
Yeah. Me too.
I am not going to try to explain.
I said don't explain it to me.
Yeah, you're gonna make him angry.
I'm not.
It's I feel like I'm pretty good. I try to keep up with technology and that stuff, and this just I don't get it. And don't explain it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I lashed
No.
out. I just get real
It's fine.
fussy.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys are with technology it's so it is hard to keep up, and I feel like you guys are on the front of all this iPad stuff, but but I gave up a long time ago. I gave up when DVD players and VCRs were in the same TV.
Can I make an estimate on where you gave up
Yeah, please.
when iPads came out?
It's the last thing I heard of. That's why I don't get what they're doing in that Apple store. It's so fucking crowded, and yet all I know is that the first iPad ever came out.
These young people and their music and their confusing shoes.
God.
Their battery-powered shoes.
Oh God, there was a kid. I was sitting at the bar the other night, and there was a kid walking by. You know, he had those blinking light shoes. You know, and I got.
Wait.
Yeah.
Time
Go
out.
ahead, please.
I thought this was a clear story.
No. What do you mean by kid?
A kid. No, this was okay.
Like a boy?
What? A boy. Yes, a boy.
A boy,
yeah.
not a man. Yeah.
That's correct. That's
Okay.
correct. Okay, so it was in the daytime. All right, let's.
Okay, yeah. You were in a bar,
drinking
day.
Was this bar Charles Cheese by any chance?
No. Anyway, all right. It was dusk.
Bedtime, going home.
Mm-hmm.
And a kid, you know, it's all right. It's a bar section in the back. They have seats, booths where families can sit. You know.
He's explaining a restaurant.
Well, I have to because otherwise you're going to ask all these questions. All right. Anyway, this kid runs up. All right, never mind.
No. I'm sorry. Please. I need to hear the rest of this story.
It's a very simple story. A kid runs up to his dad in the booth. Out of the corner of my eye, I see his blinking shoes. And these have been around for years. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're coming back, but I got extremely angry suddenly when I saw these shoes. Because I'm trying to watch the game. I was distracted for a second.
So you were angry at the kid because he had distracting shoes on?
Yes.
Huh. God.
Time to shut it down, guys. We're too old for this. We are out of our depth.
That's what I realized. I'm getting older. Yeah, I can't deal with the iPods. I've never owned an Apple product ever.
That's amazing.
Never owned blinking shoes. I've never, you know, you've also seen these kids with the shoes that can instantly turn into roller skates. Those kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get angry at those kids.
Yeah.
Who do they think they are?
Not using their feet on their feet.
Right.
Taking advantage of simple machines and gravity to travel around.
I got a question, Stephen. I know you don't watch sports. What were you watching?
I don't remember. The kid angered me, and it ruined my mood for the evening. And I think I went home after that.
So you're sitting at dusk at a bar, and you're watching a game that you don't care about.
Yeah.
And a boy walked by with blinking shoes, and you said, "That's it. I'm going home."
And then you went into some sort of rage blackout and forgot.
Pretty much.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I get angry sometimes. Well, so yeah, well, I guess we'll get back to we had a new video come out this week.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Right.
There's another
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's okay.
We're back to the beginning. Let's just start over again, see how it goes. Maybe we get back to the
Reset
blinking kid.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd say it was fairly well received.
Yeah, people seem to like it.
Yeah, it was nice to see because there's a couple comments on some of the other videos where it's just like, oh, they're never coming back, and nope, we're back, baby, back. And if I can be honest, I think this is my favorite Forest video.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's up there for me. I guess I would need to watch all of them again, but it's the Axe Salesman is pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Those Forest ones turn out really well. I think mine is still like, maybe it's the second one. Are we the baddies? The ones that where we realize we're turning into savages. I think that's. I don't know. I'm not gonna reveal what I have in my head for the end of the story, but because we don't.
Ooh.
Well, we don't know what's happening at the end. I refuse to Google it or anything. I want to let the end of the game surprise us.
Same.
Yeah.
But I hear it's good. I hear it'll be fun.
At first, I thought you were talking about you made an ending. I was like, well, that's weird because we've been doing improv this whole time.
Well, no, there's the game. The game
Right.
has its ending. But what about these guys that are trying to survive? They themselves have a story. What happens to them? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So
the Forest, you're saying, is just an origin story for these three characters?
Yeah, like people want to know what happens in the game, and then also people want to know what happens in the story we're making, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah. I guess I think the new dynamic that there's an fuck me. There's another one. Fuck it, I quit. the new dynamic is the talking head, which brings a lot of God fucking damn it. Sorry, Dad.
Wow, so self-conscious. I'm gonna do this at work tomorrow. Just be like talking.
Just in the middle of a phone call, flip your own desk. Sorry, I'm gonna have to put you on hold for 1 second.
But the talking head part, that's fun. That's a new thing. That's fun.
It is fun. Made me realize, okay, the person that's holding the camcorder, are they a character now? Like who is that person?
I thought about that. I don't know, and I think it should never be addressed.
Yeah, let's just
really. Okay, wow. I mean, that's one way.
There's maybe this is an off mic conversation.
Okay, don't spoil it.
Maybe have some
Okay.
Spoilies.
Okay. I have an idea, but I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Well, last week we tried to record an intro to the podcast, trying to explain and say, hey, we want this to be a group thing or a podcast that is for the listeners. We want to make something that you guys want to listen to, and we couldn't do that. It was like we were all being poisoned or something. I don't know what had happened to us.
Yeah. At this point, can you go ahead and play a clip of that recording?
Yeah, that's a good point here.
Play some of the ones definitely messed up on.
Yeah, so here, I'll play some of it right now.
I love having a static mic instead of something that's constantly on my head, because now I can do the whole Bill Burr thing where I'm like, the fucking lady.
Yeah, we'll each do a rapid fire around. Jeff went, Steven, you go, then I'll go, and then Jeff will go again, and then Steven will go, and then I'll go.
All right, I'll go right now while my dog.
Hey everyone, this is Mark, aka Fluffy from Hummy's VR Comedy. We're here with Hummy. God, motherfucking damn it!
We can't do an intro.
Yeah. So I don't know. So I would like to now say, without some sort of weird brain poisoning, that we want people to, or we want the listeners to ask us questions that we can answer on the podcast, or suggest ideas for stuff that we can do or that you guys want to hear, because we don't want to just assume that our idea is the right way and then put out, something that nobody wants to listen to or is just a waste, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But we did mention, wanting to get questions and input and feedback, and very, very nicely, one of the Discord Patreon member people, Zepper, chimed in with a couple questions for us. I think would be fun to answer.
Yeah.
Interesting, maybe not. Yeah, who wants to hear Ray Romano answer questions?
That's the name of our podcast, Ray Romano answers questions.
Yes, we all love Zepper. What was his first question here? Let's see.
Oh, I remember he prefaced it with, I think we heard some things from Hummy, like, or not Hummy, but Fluffy last week, about how his name came to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so he asked us, the first question is, how did we come up with Joby and Hummy Seed?
Oh, okay. Which one of us do you want to do this week?
Oh, you're really parceling it out. Okay.
Fluffy last week, one of us this week, one of us next.
It doesn't matter. Mine's first. I'll go first. Mine's, I think, a little... No, yours is more interesting. You go first.
Really? Mine
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
Mine is the least interesting, Ray Romano.
I think you both just say what.
No. Let's figure it out. All right. So mine is from an internet video that somebody showed me a couple years ago. It's a man on a beach.
Oh, yeah.
With the dog. He's playing on the beach with his dog, and his dog was named Joby, and I thought it was a really cute, funny video.
It's probably top 5 funniest things I've ever seen on the internet.
Yeah, here you go. If you just go to YouTube and type dog Joby, it'll come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not really too interesting or exciting. No real history to it.
It's more interesting than mine is.
Well, you want to tell us, or do you want to?
Yeah.
I mean, we have.
Hummy seed is just a thing I used to say when I was a kid. End of story.
Did you ever wear blinking shoes?
No, back in my day, we had Velcro like real kids.
Like real kids.
All right. Well,
we can edit out. We can edit out that whole section about our names.
Well, actually, it was a question that someone asked, so it'd be nice to respond to it.
Yeah. Kind of gotta. All right. So number 2, what are your 2 day jobs? Mine, I would say, is nothing interesting or exciting. Won't get into specifics.
I bet mine's least interesting.
Okay, well, I don't know this contest or this game that you're playing with me.
My name's worse and my job sucks.
My job is worse. You should see my shitty shoes. Yeah, it's a regular job, 9 to 5ish.
The mystery of Joby will forever be. No one will ever know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I don't know. If people knew who I was from work and then are listening to this creaky door, loud window podcast that I'm on,
That's true.
who knows?
Yeah.
I will say though that nobody. I think there's one. It's not a very big office, but I think there's only one person at work that knows about the channel.
Do they know that you're part of it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And I told them, I think maybe around like 40,000 subscribers or so,
Wow.
and then never really went back to it or told them any more about it. So
okay,
it's kind of like this.
So that way, when you leave the company, they'll figure it out as you're walking out the door. Then they'll be like, "Wait!" and they'll run out to the parking lot, and you'll be gone.
There'll just be that silver play button spinning like a license plate from a music video. He was here one day and then he was gone. Yeah, sorry to be so vague, and it's not that I want to be elusive. It's just still a regular person with a regular day job.
Mm-hmm.
Meh.
Hummy?
I mean, I could say the same thing. I mean,
you know what? Both of you have the least interesting jobs I've ever heard.
Yeah. That's why I love this podcast. It really brings to light what kind of a person I really am.
Right.
Making me say these things out loud is, I realize, Jesus Christ, I am the most boring vanilla person that's ever come to be.
this is where it gets interesting.
I like how we're like, yeah, well, yeah, if you want to have any questions about who we are and all this stuff, it's like, yeah, I got a couple questions, and it's like, well, not those, but any other questions you might.
But for real, I have the past 10, 12 years now, I've been a 3D animation guy. Started out trying to do games. Then when that whole indie game company sort of failed over and over again, I tried to look for something more stable. Went to simulation training type 3D jobs. Now I'm what's called a 3D generalist. Been doing it for quite a long time. For those that don't know, actually, I had some 3D models I made that got popular on Gary's Mod. But that was back when Rick and Morty came out. I used to be an achievement head. Is that what you call it? An achievement head?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. An achievement hunter for games. I was obsessed with getting those, and one of them for Gary's Mod is create and upload that is so popular that it gets 1,000 positive votes. I was like, how can
now all I have to do is go to digital arts school.
That's right.
Learn how to create 3D models.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, I was obsessed with getting that one, and so I was like, okay, Rick and Morty's popular now. I'll make some Rick and Morty models, and there you go. Then it happened. So I was, oh God, my nerves were. I spent hours and hours making this model, thinking, "Geez, I hope this works."
Well, they definitely work. They're awesome. Was it the Mr. Meeseeks and the Rick?
Yep. And then I also have the Show Me What You Got big heads.
Yes, I forgot about that one.
And then I quit, just like I do everything else.
But I mean, yeah, that got really popular though, and everyone else was like, "Hey, make this, make that."
Yeah, and oh God, there was this one kid. Oh, can I talk about how another kid pissed me off so bad?
Yeah, I think this is your character now. You're the
All right.
curmudgeon.
I think it's
All right.
important to say that Steven also has 8 kids. So
Yeah.
There's this kid. He wanted to hire me to make his 3D model. Like he was like, "Hey, I'm doing, I've got my own YouTube channel. I want to make a 3D model of myself and put it in the game and then play with that model and show my fans this thing." He's like, "Can you give me an estimate of how much that would cost?" And we'll edit all this out. This is just for you guys.
No, this is interesting.
no, yeah, I like it.
I was like, okay, well, currently I make X per hour at my job, and it'll take, roughly a week to do, maybe less. I said 30 hours. I cut him a deal. So I said, all right, 30 hours plus this much an hour. And he freaks out so bad. Says, "Oh my God, no, that's ridiculous. There's no way I'm going to pay that much." Okay, fine. I shouldn't have done this, but I cut it in half. I was like, all right, and what about this? Again, he's like, "That's nowhere near what I was thinking." Fuck that. No.
Fuck that. I mean, you cut it in half. I was going to say, Jesus. I mean, if I was selling a car and I was like, all right, I'll give you half price, I'd be like, I'll take 2. What the fuck?
Well, still, it was not cheap. And he's like, "No, I could download models off Turbo Squid or whatever for $60 or less." I'm like, "No, you're asking for," like people, 3D artists, they put up their work on Turbo Squid or some other site where people can download them and they get paid for each model that gets bought. That's like for a generic model that people want, and they know, okay, people are probably going to want this, I'll make this. But for a custom thing like that one person's going to get, that's a custom job you're asking about. It's going to take this much time. You're asking me to work for $1 an hour pretty much, or $2 an hour? No.
Jesus.
So I tried to explain to him why a custom model that you rig and animate and all this stuff and compile, I don't know. Fuck kids is my point.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they don't understand.
I'm with you.
They don't understand.
They play their games and their podcasts and their YouTube channels. They're just assholes.
They become the thing we hate.
No, it's there is a subreddit devoted to this very thing called Choosing Beggars.
Uh-huh.
And if you're having a good day and you need to get pissed off for something, go check that out. It's ridiculous. It's all these people that are like asking, artists or creators or people like yourself, like, "Hey, I need a photographer. Can you come do this for me? Can you come take pictures of me while I'm doing this thing? It'll be good exposure for you. I can't pay you."
Mm-hmm.
And it's always, it seems like a big theme is it would be good exposure for you. Like some people, I guess, think that you can feed your children or pay your bills with exposure.
That's so funny.
It is insane. And then when they tell them, like, no, like, this is work that I'm doing. Like, you may not regard it as that, but this is an actual job or service that I'm doing. I need to be compensated for it. People lose their mind and like have a real temper tantrum about it.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Friend wants a haircut. Shows up with 4 other people and expecting $10 for all of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, you're right. I could get angry and be happy looking at this site.
You don't even have to go to the bar.
No. I'm happy looking. Thank you for this suggestion.
That's a gift. That's from me to you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So number. No. Before we, I don't know if this is something that you want to cut out or not share. Let's not breeze past your achievement hunting list. That is one of the most. You want to talk about like video game credits or credibility? Like, I feel like if video games was a job, that would be your resume. You could be hired like to run the world.
Mm.
Mhm.
Thank you. There's some
Sure.
achievement heads that are, you would think they've lived 90 lives with all the stuff they've done, like in the time they've wasted doing all this stuff that I have done too. But yeah, I mean, thank you for pointing this out. Let me see here. Company of Heroes 2. My Steam log says I put in 700 hours
Oh my
into
fuck.
this game. The
That's so
game
great.
the game itself has 452 achievements. And yeah, that's probably my biggest 100%. Oh, by the way, just
Yeah.
the other day. Oh!
Oh,
He got attacked by a rabid
they
dog.
turned on him.
I like how he just reacted like he didn't know he had dogs living there.
They snuck up on him. They sneaked in his house. Sneaked in his house?
Snuckted.
Sneaker-headed.
Snookered.
Sneakerhead.
Sneakerheaded.
Shoe-headed his way in.
Now, is a sneakerhead just a step to becoming a hype beast?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's a good point. I think that would be my interpretation. It's like you're a sneakerhead, and then you turn into a hype beast. It's like evolving in Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would, from the outside looking in, that's what I would agree.
All right, now what is a hype beast?
I actually don't know what a hype beast is. I think, from my understanding, it is they have all the sneakers that are just like they only wear shit that is like super expensive and rare. So it's like
From my understanding, it's a young person that has these super rare, expensive sneakers. Only listens to rappers that nobody else has listened to, and even if you did listen to them, you wouldn't understand what they're saying. And has an Instagram and a car that is confusingly expensive for that person.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So the hype beast is the lifestyle more than anything.
I think so. And Supreme, the Supreme is involved in there somewhere.
Right.
But I'm just a creepy old man peering from the outside in.
That's right.
Okay. Now, Jeff, I have some news for you when it comes to achievements. There was a game that we loved called Spin Tires.
Yes.
Remember Spin Tires? Oh my god, it was so good. Years ago, we played that, and they had some difficult, challenging achievements. But I went ahead and did all of them, and except for one, which was impossible because it required the update, which never came because they abandoned the game. The developers abandoned the game. There was one single achievement that no one got because it was meant for their update. So I was stuck at 99%, pissed off for years. Just the other day,
No way.
They deleted that achievement, so now we have 100%.
Oh wow!
Congratulations.
And I got the forum someone wrote and was like, they deleted it. Oh.
Well, I feel mixed about that. Congratulations on the achievement, and kind of a, hey man, what's up? Why didn't you tell me you were playing Spin Tires without me?
No, we'll edit all of this out, but it was just this thing that I think 0 people will care about, and I'm happy. So.
That's something to be. Again,
they got back in.
No, that's something to be proud about, man. That's something that's your thing, and not a lot of people can do it.
Well, some of it I'm not proud about.
Think about there's people out there that have spent that same amount of time just in public lobbies in Grand Theft Auto being an asshole to people.
It's true.
Maybe, yeah.
So enough video game talk. Question number 3. What's your fave all-time game?
Oh man.
I think it's the Hitman series for me.
Yeah.
All of them over the years. I don't know. They keep getting better and better. It's very creative, and you get to take out your anger on kids. And
you have a type.
yeah, it itches those scratches for me.
It's funny because I feel like it matches your personality. So like you're a very meticulous person, slow and methodical. Like that's you, and that's also the game.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Good
very
point.
fitting.
Joby, what do you got? What's your game?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it since he asked us the other day, and then that guy that did the interview asked us also. It's up between, I think, Metal Gear, just the series as a whole, or Factorio. I think Factorio is in there at the top. You?
I think I want to say Zelda. That whole series. Neither of you have played Breath of the Wild, but Dana and I still have not finished that game. It is so big that I mean, that's all we did when she was pregnant. She sat around, she ate, we watched, and we played Breath of the Wild, and then we had a baby, and then we never did anything again.
Ah,
No, then we just like haven't finished it, but we got to finish it. But it's been so long to the point where it's like, do we have to start over?
I hate that.
We're close though. We're close, but it's crazy. It's unbelievable.
That's all I ever hear about it, is that it's just the best ever.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel guilty. I have never played a single Zelda.
Fuck you. Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
Oh my God, dude.
Proud. Yeah, I know.
Is that something that you're going to continue to do, as far as like, you know, how people are like, have you seen that popular show? And you're like, no, I haven't seen it. And you kind of pride yourself on like not seeing it.
No, I know, I do know exactly what you're saying. Like somebody's like, "Oh man, you gotta watch this video." As soon as somebody tells me that, I feel like I dig my heels in. I'm like, "No, I'm never gonna watch that stupid video."
Yeah.
No, I have nothing against Link or his ocarina or any of his buzzword items that an outsider would know. I just never. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
Mm.
I've never heard of a big time video game, like someone who's into video games like never play a Zelda.
Yeah, it is an odd misstep or blind spot, I guess, in my history, maybe, or whatever it is. But I don't know. I feel like there's a couple others like that, but I don't want to get into it because somebody might threaten me or something.
Right, you'll get death threats, and how could you? And
but yeah, that's us. That's our favorite. Or what would your dream job be? Question number 4. What would be your dream job?
That's a good question.
I think Steve and I were talking about this.
Yeah, earlier.
Yeah, yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Which is also earlier.
We're both right. Well, I mean, the channel is very fun. If that could sustain itself, hell, that. And of course, traveling with, Mark wants to do stand up and maybe have us go with him, and if we honed our skills more, maybe. But yeah, I think that would be close if I could do the channel full time. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but if it were to keep going, hell,
Do
that's
you want to
fun.
stop now?
He wants to go home. Yeah.
No. I as long as I've got the energy, I'm gonna keep doing it, and it's fun. It's a nice outlet. It's a nice creative outlet. So yeah, maybe that.
Yeah, I think that would be mine too. I know Steven talked about stand up and stuff. Obviously, like I really enjoy stand up. That's always been the goal. And then we started this channel, and man, I have so much fun doing this. And of course, I have so much fun. I do literally 1% of the work, and Steven does 98% of the editing and putting it all together.
So you're saying Joby does 1%?
Right.
That's accurate.
So yeah, I think my dream job would be this, but unfortunately, yeah, I would, if it, like you said, Steven, if it was able to sustain itself. And I thought about that before. If you guys start doing stand up, we could go out and do stand up together, and still do this on weekends or during the week, and that would be our full-time thing. That'd be awesome. At least that's my dream, crazy, wild expectations, or wildest dream, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Joby, what do you got there? Dream.
I don't know, like a astronaut, I think.
Okay, yeah, I was
firefighter, maybe.
Yeah, well, my next one was to suck my own dick and M&Ms fly out. But
so you're getting paid for this?
Yeah, 9 to 5, baby.
You know, if you can learn to love it.
What?
Yeah, it's like winning slots.
Jackpot. I don't know. I almost don't even want to say the channel just to jinx it, or not. Not that I'm a superstitious person, but like, I don't know. Yeah, it'd be insane to not say yes if I had any wish to like have be able to do a creative thing like this and have that sustain my life would be, that's the ultimate dream, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
That or an engineer. And it's not like a George Costanza and the architect thing. Like I actually would want to be an engineer. I think being able to like be smart enough to make a bridge. Is that what engineers make bridges, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So engineer or YouTuber.
Those are very different.
I thought you were going to make it as vague as describing your current job. It's like, in the future, I would like a job that I'd like to do. And,
no, I'm just going to go. I'm going to go back over all of my audio talking about that and just put one of those beep noises over the whole thing. All right. So final question number 5. I like this question. It's a very good one, especially very timely with last week's episode of the podcast. Favorite popcorn?
Steven, that's primarily all you eat.
No, it was all I had in the house.
Oh.
I didn't enjoy it. It was available. Yeah. You guys go.
Yeah, there's well, I know there's all sorts of popcorn flavors and stores popping up, and but if I'm going with a tin can, and you got the cheddar, the reg, or the caramel, going cheddar.
Yeah, like the big bucket with a cardboard divider in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go the other way and say my least favorite. That's caramel corn, hands down, no questions asked, caramel corn. And I'm going to go ahead and go one step further and say that if you like caramel corn, you're an asshole. And you're lying to yourself and to everybody.
Wait
You're
a
probably
minute.
a kid who's got blinking shoes.
Yeah, you're distracting me from my game with your caramel corn and blinking shoes.
So let me get this straight. You are not going to answer the question. What you are going to do is say, "I thank you for sending this question, but I am going to answer oppositely."
So I've answered 3 out of 5 of the questions. I think that's a pretty good ratio.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
You
No, my
remain a mystery.
I think my favorite is pan popped popcorn from home, where you put just a little bit of oil in the pan, and then the kernels, or the are they kernels? The
You talking
little
about
popcorn seeds, the BBs.
Yeah, you're talking about a Jif Pop?
No. This is like you just get a jar of the kernels.
You do it yourself? You put it on like a
Yeah.
skillet?
Yeah.
No, you don't. What? They're
It's-
flying all over the house. You're gonna start
No.
a fire.
They since there's a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan, it keeps them from flying away.
So they pop right in front. So they're like born right in front of your face.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just eat them right out of the hot pan.
It's like a Jiffy Pop, but without the foil over the top.
Mm.
It's the best. A little bit of salt, and they're nicely oiled. We just recently, within the last 2 years, started doing this.
Wow. Well, I would love an invite, and maybe we can do a live video of you and me just eating popcorn.
Okay,
I would love that.
accepted. Yeah. Do you want me to just pause the recording and you can come over and?
Yeah. I'll be right over.
Okay. Well, we've got Mark. Do you have any shows coming up this week?
No, this week I don't have any shows, but one thing that I did get into is the Laughing Devil Comedy Festival in New York. So I will be up there May 8th. If anyone's in the area, that would be cool to just, there's only 4 of you listening to this, so just DM me on Instagram and we'll have lunch or something. How about that? It'll be a nice, quiet day. And not a whole lot as far as outside of North Carolina. But May 8th through I think the 11th, I'll be in New York.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Mm.
I don't know how I feel about the whole devil thing.
Yeah, it's a contest, unfortunately. There's a couple festivals that I'm starting to apply to that are the better ones. Like, I don't want to, no offense to, I got to figure out what's worth my time as far as especially if you're flying up to a city and putting yourself up on your own dime. You don't want to do it for, some bullshit comedy festival that's, not worth your time. So yeah, I'll be in the heart of the city. So I know New York is kind of vague, but I believe it's going to be, again, just message me. We'll get up and we'll make out and do whatever you want to do.
Drop a pin.
Yeah.
Do you know which of I think there's like a handful of boroughs up there. Do you know even that, or is it like on the subway?
It's going to be probably, I'll be going up between homeless men singing. I heard they have good voices out there.
They do.
Yeah. So Laughing Devil Comedy Festival. So,
well, and if any of the other comedy contests or festivals are listening, and you're not Laughing Devil, then you can take that to mean that Mark Brady thinks that you suck. So
yep, that's it. Also, if you do,
I've done applying to festivals. You got to pay like $25 and hey, review my tape, and then they go through a bunch of people, and then you do or you don't make the cut, and then so you're just throwing money out the window, and then you do a festival, and it's not as cracked up as it should be. So it's. If you run a festival, shoot me a message and I'll probably ignore it. But we'll. No, I'll come out to North Dakota Festival of Comedy or whatever.
I'll come in and just stand in a parking lot and eat out of your shitty food truck for an afternoon. It's cool.
All right. So last week we mentioned our discussion on high anuses. You remember?
Oh yeah,
I do.
I think it was like a week later. I was in the shower. I was thinking about it, and I realized that it could also be that
you're still thinking about it.
Someone's ass might be at the right height, but just their anus is high, just the asshole. And then, and then I was thinking, your asshole would be at the top of the crack instead of the bottom, or maybe higher. And I was thinking, my goodness, okay, someone would have to like lie down to take a shit, and wouldn't you know it, Zepper posted this picture on our Discord here of it looks like from Family Guy, the guy lying down with his back on the toilet. Like, my God.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Family Guy beat us to it.
Look at it. I'm like, yes, that's it.
Damn it.
Family Guy, they've done everything, haven't they?
Really have.
Well, I mean, good jokes are universal. High buttholes is something that a lot of people are going to come across, and I mean that in every sense.
Do you think that's where the expression "get off your high horse" comes from?
I do now.
I think that's the only way. The only thing that came from.
Someone had a high anus. They thought they were better than everyone else, so they got a high horse.
I'll show them.
Lord gave me this high anus. I'll get a high horse.
All right.
Well, what else? Do we have any exciting upcoming channel news? I think it's business as usual. I believe we have another video coming out this week. And I don't know when this episode is going to come out, so yes, we can just say yes.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, do you want us to tease what it is, or probably not?
Yeah, tease what it is. Who knows? It may make it out before the episode. I'm going to try to.
Okay. It's in a dungeon.
Kinky.
Oh, that's another teaser. Yeah, it's a little kinky.
Fun.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I guess that would be some useful feedback. Is I was thinking about. I know we put last week. I put the first episode out on the same day as on Sunday when we normally release the videos. I was gonna see what you guys and what the listeners, readers, thought about maybe moving this to like Wednesday or middle of the week, so we're kind of not like a lull in the week.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Spread it out.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see what everybody thinks. But I believe that is it for, unless you have any other, like a couch to move.
I think everything's in its place right now, and
okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Then I believe that is it for us. I don't know that I have anything else. Yeah, I mean, let us know what you think of this stuff. It's fun. I think we lose steam at the end of it, and this is real. This is me where I turn all of my stuff inward, and I just hate myself and just really rail on me as a person. This will be my little corner of the show.
Yeah, and let us know if you want us to stop too, and we'll do that.
Instead of not listening, they say, "Please stop."
Just the whole Discord as a whole says, "No, thank you.
Yeah.
We're fine."
Yeah. So yeah, don't be shy, people.
Well, all right. Well, it's good to see you.
Yep. Love you guys. Thanks for
How,
tuning in.
how do we end? Do we come up with a thing to say?
I think just end it with a fart. End of file.